Blasting in the brains of these hoes and establishing a name as he goes. The passion and the flame is ignited. You can't put it out once we light it. This shit is exactly what the fuck that I'm talking about when we riot. You dealing with a few true villains who stand.
What's up, you guys? My name is Carnage, and today I'm bringing you another MW3 commentary. This one is a kill confirmed on Village. I'm using the P90 with the rapid fire and silencer attachment. My proficiency is obviously the two attachments. Perks are Extreme Conditioning Pro, Quickdraw Pro, and Dead Silence Pro. Stun, Semtex, and my kill streaks, I believe, are, I want to say Predator Missile, Attack Helicopter, Pave. It could be something. Okay, so it looks like it's Attack Helicopter, Strafe Run, Pave. Essentially, I just want to put as many helicopters in the air as possible, I guess was my thinking. The other team had a was thinking something else. They were like, you know what, fuck you, Carnage. We don't want you to have any attack helicopters. So I think my first attack helicopter is really the only helicopter that gets in the air that doesn't end up being blown the fuck up. Honestly, there's so many helicopters going down in this movie. I thought it was in this game. I thought it was Black Hawk Down. That was probably a bad joke. Never mind. So what I want to talk about for this game was why I decided to use Extreme Conditioning versus Sleight of Hand Pro. I kind of wanted to compare the two perks because I kind of find them to be really the fleet of their head of the fleet in the first tier perk, because it's really complicated. I know everyone wants to use Sleight of Hand Pro, but honestly in this game I don't find it as necessary, especially on submachine guns. I don't find it as necessary in this game as it was in previous games. And the reason I find that is because they split it essentially into two different perks now. Now they gave you different things, which are kind of find it pointless. I mean, switching your weapons quicker, that's probably more helpful when you have something like a launcher as your secondary, or you're using a sniper and you want to switch to your pistols quicker. With those kind of guns, I find it definitely okay, use that. Or if you don't need extreme conditioning, there's nothing wrong with using Sleight of Hand Pro. That's kind of like it's kind of the perk that, you know what, you don't know what you want to use that one. And I've kind of after, you know, playing the game for a couple weeks, I've kind of found that extreme conditioning is much more helpful, I think, in more situations rather than Sleight of Hand Pro, especially on game types like Kill Confirmed and on guns that are submachine guns where, you know, they don't exactly have the best kind of range, and then you throw the P90 in there with its recoil is not exactly the easiest. I don't want to say it's super ass hard, because it's really not, but it's not the easiest to really use. And that's probably the reason I put the MP9 as my secondary, is I felt, well, this is kind of it's a mid-range map, but I mean, I can run it if I'm going for a 12 kill streak. I'm probably gonna run out of ammo at some time, so I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'll use a pretty damn good machine pistol, which has pretty much no recoil, and I believe it gets me a couple of kills before I end up dying. Here I was sitting pretty. I was like, okay, sweet, I just got my first set of kill streaks without dying. I'm like, okay, well, let's try and get my next set, and that ends pretty quickly. Here you can see my Pave is just going to work, and the Pave is just so goddamn good in this game. I mean, I understand why they made it a 12 kill streak, but damn, I really wish I could get it more often. It is so damn good. Unfortunately, it gets shot down here just right now. And I find it ironic that I pick up a javelin here, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to pick it up and I'm going to shoot it. And this is the first time I've ever used a javelin in this game. And literally, I just pointed it at a spot where no one is even at. I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to waste it. And I ended up getting a kill with it. I found that I lulled. But yeah, back onto the extreme conditioning. I found it more helpful to be, because if you have a gun that doesn't have a lot of range, you want to be close range as much as possible. And the fact that it gives you the sprinting ability, and not to mention you get over barriers quicker when you have Extreme Conditioning Pro, I think that helps out a lot. You're going to get killed by a fucking camper, which, you know, you're going to run into any game. But, you know, 34-2, it's kind of hard to complain. I know, I say that goddamn, like, every time I go on a long kill streak, I always fucking say that. Oh, I died here, but can't complain. Why can't I just die once and just be able to complain? I feel like I'm pretty good at something. I feel like I'm pretty good at complaining. Back onto the extreme condition. I just feel like it's more helpful on submachine guns where they don't really have a lot of range, and you want to be close as much as possible, because you really benefit from being close. You don't really benefit from having to shoot 2 bullets, let your recoil all the way come down, and then be able to shoot your next 2 shots, whereas an assault rifle can just fully automatic across the map and easily kill you. Whereas when you're at close range, you definitely beat them outright because you have a faster rate of fire, and you have a better hip fire spray too, so you don't really have to be aiming, and that really helps if you're using Stalker Pro. Well, actually, that Stalker Pro helps at close range, not for the reason I just stated though. But yeah, so if you're gonna be using a submachine gun, don't even bother with Slide Hand Pro in my opinion. Just go extreme conditioning. The only submachine gun I would think you'd want to go Slide Hand Pro on is the PP90 M1. And the only reason I say that is because it doesn't have a very big clip and it runs out of ammo very quickly, and you're going to want to reload pretty quickly. Like the MP7 probably benefits from extreme conditioning the most because it has a freaking like 45 round clip, and you don't really need to be reloading that often considering how good it is. Like this is probably the best submachine gun. And I mean, it's become probably the new UMP because I see everyone in their fucking right mind using this gun. The Type 95, as overpowered it is, it's really not. I'm seeing it less and less prevalent now that people are figuring out the MP7 is freaking godlike. It makes sense why they made it level 74 to get, but the fact that they're giving it so you can just buy it so you have it forever, I don't know if that really is how they expected it to be used, but you know what, whatever. It's the game that we're given. We gotta either live with it or just go back to MW2. And honestly, I don't really have too many problems with this game. Yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's harder for me to do good in this game. But you know, I'll find out probably probably when this game's completely figured out. I know all the spots in this map that work. I'll probably be fine. I'll probably be posting 60+ kills every game. Well, you know, like domination will be 60+ every time. I think the highest score game I put up was a 52, 54. It was the CM901 game. I have a game going up on Yeousch that's 59-7, where it is unbelievable. I think I get an 8-man kill feed with the amount of helicopters I have in the air, using this kill streak setup too. It was the attack helicopter, strafe run, and the Pave low. And I know you can't have the Pave low and the attack helicopter at the same time, but still, I find that just to be too helpful and too good. So, if you're looking for a kill streak set to use and kill confirmed, this is probably a very good one. Minus, well, this is to get a good KD. I'd find if you can get a 7 kill streak, I mean, if you can't get it, go with the 357. Just use use a kill streak set that you can always get, because there's no point in having kill streaks if you're not gonna be able to get them. You're just essentially using. I mean, if you're gonna put up kill streaks that you're never gonna get, you might as well just use a specialist package, because it's essentially the same, except with the specialist package you're getting perks, and it's not gonna take as many kills to get. So, hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Final score is 34-2. If you did enjoy it, please go and click that like rating down at the bottom. If you didn't, please let me know why in the comment section below so I can improve on that for my future videos. And that being said, guys, I am going to play some Skyrim. So, see y'all later. Bye.